Hi, everyone. It's so weird. Oh, no. I tried to set up my background so that I knew what it was going to be like before I started, and again it shrinks, so I don't know how, how much to show. Um so last week the comments were coming up on the side, but no, I mean, the comments started coming up on the side, but I don't know if I need to scroll, but I wasn't seeing the comments after. So today I will either, if they don't seem to be coming up on the side, I'll check my phone. I'm doing it from the Mac in the office again today. So anything you guys want to talk about, let me know. Hello. So I don't have a theme this week or anything. I just stuck some plants behind me, and that little bear is something me and Steve got to remember our times in the mountains, in the Rocky Mountains when we were in Canada. So we bought it in Canada. Yeah, and I get stuck like this all the time because I don't have a topic to start off with. So what have I done this week? Okay, so we bought a Ninja Foodie, and me and Steve have been fighting over it for recipes. We've been using it every day making stuff. Made a bolognese, curry, and chili. That's what Steve made. I made chicken wings, like buffalo chicken wings, and I've made and I made just chicken pieces with a I don't know what it is, rice pilaf, something pilaf rice, chicken, and I didn't have carrots, so I used parsnips and honey glazed parsnips, and I made it all in the Ninja Foodie. So it's like it does air frying. It's so yummy, so yummy, and then more healthy than deep frying. So yeah, that's our new gadget. So we've been doing that all week, having different dinners. And what else did I do this week? I can't remember. But I did today. I did empty out the living room and put everything in the dining room. So tomorrow our living room gets painted, and then the dining room after that. Hi. Oh my gosh. So I mean, there's other people on as well, but both Melody and Tina, my sisters, and my mom. So hi, family. I love and miss you guys. So yeah, so the living room's getting painted tomorrow. I'm not going to tell you what color, but I'm really excited. And then once the living room and dining room are done painting, then I can take out the Christmas decorations and decorate. So I put away, oh, I did that this week too. I put away the autumn decorations. And I've been tidying in the office and stuff too, trying to make it look nicer in here. So I will, yeah, as I said before, I wasn't seeing the comments last time. So hi, Felicity. You're going skating? I hope you have fun skating on your new ice rink that you have in your backyard. That's so cool. So have fun skating. And me and you can talk on the phone after when you're done skating and when I'm done doing this video. Felicity's my niece. She's 2. Her and my friend Samantha's daughter Danielle are the same age. Like they're born a few weeks apart. So so that's sweet. My sister Tina said, Felicity said she wants to talk to you and wants to tell you she's about to try skating. So I know that people don't care about this, but I put in my partials again so that I can smile with a full set, but I didn't use any fixative or anything, so they're it keeps moving around and I get a bit of a lift when I'm talking, so it's a bit annoying. But I've forgotten to put them in the last few weeks when I've done my lives because I don't go anywhere because of lockdown and such. So I haven't put them in for a while. But I think it'll look better like this. No black holes. Yeah, I gotta stop saying. So I tried a different look today. Again, I can wear different things and then send them back to the warehouse or whatever. And I didn't have a theme, so I thought I would do. And then I did my hair. A lot of times when I have a shower and wash and condition my hair, I just put it in a plait, which is braid. They call them plaits here. And then I just keep it like that for when I'm sleeping and stuff. But I decided to do it like that today so that I wasn't playing with my hair the whole live. And it's something interesting that happened yesterday is somebody that I went to high school with sent me a message and said that somebody from high school was doing I was supposed to graduate from high school in 96, but I didn't have enough credit, so I had to do another year. So in 97, I graduated. So one of the guys was doing a group like video thing, like a room, I guess it's called a room with the 97 grad people, and then we tried to do a video chat. There's only a few of us, but lots of people were working and doing different things, so they couldn't join that. But I thought it was really neat to talk to some people I haven't seen since high school, and even people that I didn't even really like. I saw them in high school, but I didn't know them. But I went to quite a large high school. There was I think it was over 2,000 people in the high school, so it wasn't like a small class. I don't know. See, this is like, it doesn't even look like I can scroll, but at the same time, it doesn't look like anybody's commenting again. And that's what happened last week. And the comments just weren't showing up. So, oops. So let me just check my phone to see if there's more comments that are showing up on there. Wonder how to, oh, there it is, my live. It's funny that it's delayed. So I just want to see when my phone goes up on the, oh, now, yeah, I guess I'll be stuck like that then when you guys see. Am I freezing or is it just me not moving? When I talked to the guys yesterday in the group, they were saying that I was freezing a little bit, but I wasn't, uh, I got everything they were saying, I got clearly the whole time, so I don't know. Yeah, I have no idea. So give me a topic. Tell me something that I should talk about. I just realized too that I did not do it, like, I mean, it doesn't look bad, but I didn't check the lighting or anything. Today we had a really nice curry for dinner that Steve made. I don't know which lighting's better. It doesn't matter, does it? So now I see that I have to scroll the comments down, which will work fine. So what else has been new with everybody there? Oh, today is day 90 for my workout. So I did my workout this morning. So it's my third week, third set of 30 days in a row without a break. So day 90, but yeah, also my third set of 30. So it's a 30-day shred. So I've done it 3 times. I'll start with day 1 again tomorrow. This was a really good curry that we had. It was I've forgotten some type of masala. I used to, so my nephew is 5 or 6. Is he 6 now or 5? I can't remember. His birthday's in July. I believe, and he wants to know what position I played in softball. And I played field, mostly right field, sometimes left field, but mostly right field. But unlike his mom, my sister Tina, and my brother Bill, they were really good at like fastball, any type of baseball. I wasn't very good. So, but I played right field. I loved it. I loved it. I miss it, and it's weird that my kids don't even know the rules of baseball, let alone playing it. But yeah, I just wasn't very good at it. And Declan is 6. I was waiting for my sister to confirm. So he turned 6 in July. And then Felicity is his little sister, who's 2. Thank you, Shelly. Uh, so I am excited to get the Christmas decorations down. I've saw that some people are already putting up their Christmas decorations, and yeah, I'm excited. I'm excited for the living room and dining room to be painted and for it to look fresh and new and a different look for the decorations. But yeah, I have to get them down. It's like big bins, and there's, like I said, I think I said last week, there's 9 bins plus all the stuff that doesn't fit in bins. So I have a lot of Christmas decorations. It's a lot of, well, the worst thing is actually just bringing the bins out of the loft. So the loft is like the attic, and we don't have like stairs or anything. It's a ladder. So I'll go up and then I'll get a bin and then I'll slide it down the ladder and then somebody else has to grab it. And if they're heavy, it's quite heavy, but yeah, and then when we pass them back up, it's the same thing with like clothes, like a big bin of summer clothes going up in the loft is very heavy. So, but it's good for storage to put everything up there, and then it's up there for most of the year. But I decorate, like, as you guys know, I decorate for each season, so it's good to have a place to put all the stuff and then have it to bring it down when we're ready to decorate. I don't think I've ever wore this necklace. It's like I bought it when many years ago back in Canada from like Claire's or something. So I just thought like the blue, pink, and yellow seemed to be the. I put this on first on my hair because I knew with the plait I wanted to wear something on my hair, and then I just went from there and chose whatever. This is a bit summery, but that's okay. So who's put up their Christmas decorations already? Or started? The thing is that when you decorate, like when you do a lot of decorating, you have to start early because, for one, for the amount of work it takes to decorate everything, you're not going to do it just like a week before Christmas, put all that work in, and then you're going to take down a week after Christmas. So you want to start early. You want to have it up for as long as you can. But also, it takes a lot of time to put up a lot of decorations. So even if you start before, like right after Halloween, it doesn't mean that you're finished putting everything up. You might take till December 1st. Yes, my my mom said, I said the loft is good for storage, and my mom wrote, and to fall through, and that did happen. I was boarding out the loft, so the attic, like putting the loft boards in, making a floor up there. They sell them in, you don't just use like big pieces of plywood because, in case your loft opening isn't very big, they sell them in these like, about that. So what's that? About a foot by 4 feet. And yeah, so you have them in packs of, I don't know, 6. I can't remember, 6 or 8. And when I was boarding out the loft, I maybe slipped through the joists and fell through. But the good thing was that where I fell, it wasn't the normal wide joist, or I would have fallen through. But it was some that were a little bit more narrow, so I got caught in there and I was dangling. And it was into our bedroom, actually. So my legs were just hanging into our bedroom, right inside our bedroom door, and it really hurt. I got a lot of bruises, but it was pretty funny, and it's patched up now. So, well, I don't believe that. My sister said that she hasn't put up her Christmas decorations yet, but she's thinking about it. She's one of the first ones usually, so that surprises me. So this week dinners, I'm gonna do some kind of stir fry, but I know that we have the Ninja Foodie, and it's air fryer. So my mom showed this video the other day of like all these like different types of wedges, and it wasn't just potato wedges, but there was sweet potato wedges, and there was like zucchini or courgette wedges and different things. And I screen captured the whole video for the recipes. So I want to do some of those, but I want to put them in the air fryer, like in a Ninja Foodie, instead of putting them in the oven. I'm excited about that. Hi, Sam. There's Samantha. So yeah, that is on the, and I bought some more wings because the buffalo chicken wings in the foodie were so yummy. So I'm gonna do that too, but I might maybe even make that for my lunch when nobody's home. And Steve, it was watching the Grand Prix upstairs in our room. The kids are, Aurora's doing the dishes, Erica's getting ready for bed, and Allison was in here doing her college work, but kicked her out, and she's, I don't know, I think she's lying on the couch. When I moved everything to the dining room, I still made it accessible, so the couch is still there for the dog to lie on and the children to lie on and everything, so it's just squishy in there, but there's nothing on the couch, so they can still fully use the couch. Oh, I'm so excited for the painting, but it is so weird to get everything ready and then not be the one taping up and painting, because I've always done my painting myself. So I have other things that I can get done tomorrow, though. I think I need to clean my room, put away some clothes and stuff, and then like I said, I took down all the autumn decorations and I put them in the bins. There's 2 bins of autumn decorations, and they're just by the stairs right now. I need to bring them upstairs, and then Allison is home from college tomorrow, so I'll get her to pass them to me and put them back up there. And then I might go in the loft and then sort things and pull the bins of Christmas stuff closer to the entrance. Because what happens is you take out the autumn bins and you put them up, and then like everything keeps getting, and then the Christmas decorations get all the way to the back, and then when you need them for Christmas, like I should rotate as I do it, but I don't want to just put them back up there. So everything for Christmas is way at the back. It'll take me long enough just to get those things out, but I'll, because Tom is at his nan and granddad's for, I don't even know, a month, because we're on lockdown, so he can't. He was going for a week or two, but right now we're on a month-long lockdown, so he really isn't supposed to leave there and come back anyways. But and then Owen has his own place, so I don't have them to help me with the taking stuff out of the loft, and I don't want Steve to hurt his back. Plus, he's at work and everything, so I just get Allison now, so she complains. But if I can do it, she can do it. She just needs to build her muscles up. Oh, and pumpkin pies. I need to do that this week too. I need to get those made for American Thanksgiving. So I have everything ready. The pumpkin, I pureed it and I froze it. So I just need to get that done. And I need to start working on my visa application. In the spring, our 2.5 years will be up. And so I need to apply for another 2.5 year visa. And if we get that, and then after those 2.5 years are done, it'll be 9 years, and it needs to be 10 years for me to apply for residency. But I don't know what we're going to do after the 9 years. We'll have to see, because I don't know if we can do it early, or if we have to wait for the 10 years. If we have to wait for the 10 years, I don't know if we can apply for a 1-year visa, or if we have to spend the money and apply for another 2.5 years, even though that'll bring us to like 11.5 years. But I don't know. We'll have to just see. And then stuff in the garden. I lined half of the middle raised bed where we just put the railway sleepers on and made the raised bed. I lined half of it with old compost bags, so big plastic bags that the soil that I get for putting in pots and stuff comes in. I use the bags to recycle them as a liner in the raised bed, so that it'll just help protect. The wood is treated, but it'll just help it that much more to keep it for more years. So I've done that, and I have been just some of the pots that I don't want to reuse the dirt, just been dumping them in there. So I'm kind of just slowly filling it up and tidying up the garden for the winter season. And I would like to get out more. outside, but it just feels like the days are short. So even if I do get outside, I don't get to have as long outside. And it just feels like inside weather most of the time where I need to get stuff done inside. So just working on the inside. Steve and I have been going over our kitchen design as well, so that should be coming along soon too. It's hard when some of the things that we're relying on isn't me or him. It's the contractors and stuff that we need, and finding the right ones. So tell me something. Tell me about the weather where you are, or something interesting, so we can have something to talk about. I'm at 20 minutes now, but I don't know what to talk about. I'm just gonna have a sip of my. Today I have a can of Dr. Pepper. I actually just opened it for this so that I'm not drinking out of a bottle or anything. And I left my water in the kitchen. I was drinking the water with supper. So we finished watching Billions this week, and unfortunately it left in a weird spot just because they couldn't continue filming when COVID happened. So we finished that series. We're also watching The Rookie right now, but we're just in season 1 of The Rookie. Um, yeah, today's workout was hard because Lena kept bugging me, so I was trying to play with her and do my workout at the same time. But it was funny. She's so cute. And I think she's a little bit upset right now with the living room being all torn apart. She doesn't know what is happening. Okay, so Samantha and Tyler have been playing Frustration. That way, love that game. I think everybody has at least one or more of those. Sometimes it's called Trouble, but yeah, I love popping the thing in the middle, the pop like the and the dice will flip. So, and my sister Melody has been watching Shadowhunters on Netflix, and my mom. I know my mom just said it's funny that I don't know what to talk about, which is weird because you know can keep talking forever, but I get stuck on what topics to talk about. I know I can talk, but I don't know what to talk about. Give me a topic and I'll tell you all about it. Me and Steve were talking about electric scooters today, and here they have these covers that go on them. I mean, I know now they build the electric scooters that you can get hard covers on them too, so they look like little mini cars. But here a lot of people have like rain covers because it rains a lot, but it's just really cool. I think if I had an electric scooter, like in Canada too, I'd want one of those rain covers at least to keep the cold and the wind and stuff off, because it looks really cool. I think electric scooters are a really good invention, and I'm glad that people with less mobility have them to be able to get places that they can't go. And Steve told me a very nice story about a older lady that he used to know, and she took her scooter to bingo, and on her way home from bingo, the something happened with the battery and it died. So she didn't know what to do. She didn't want to leave it there because it might get stolen. So she knew she needed to get it home if she needed to charge the battery. So she started pushing it to get it home. And it wasn't necessarily a good area, but these two young lads, two young guys that were there, they, and again, a rough area, they could have been little hoodlums, but they were nice enough to help push. They asked if she was okay and if she needed help, and then she said that the battery was dead and it wasn't working. So they told her to get on and they'd push her. And they pushed her all the way home. And it was about 3 miles. And yeah, and they made sure she was okay. And then she tried to pay them and they said, nope, we're good. And it was just a really nice story. So yeah, we were talking about electric scooters, but that was a nice story to come out of it. I just remember when my auntie rode her electric scooter all the way to a funeral that we were going to, and I'm not sure why she didn't ask for a ride from anybody, but it was like November or December, and she rode her scooter for I don't know how many miles or kilometers it is, but I would say It's definitely more than 4 kilometers probably, but it's not the distance, it was the weather that she like, again, she didn't have a cover on it. So, November weather in Edmonton in Canada would have been cold. But she was determined to get to the funeral, so she made it. So what I watch on Netflix is different than what me and Steve watch together. I like documentaries, and yeah, I watch a lot of documentaries on Netflix. But then him and I watch things together. A lot of different series of shows that we watch together. He likes like action movies and stuff like that too, and so sometimes I'll watch those with him. And he likes all the Marvel universe and all that stuff. And again, some of them are really good, but I just not bothered one way or another. I was watching a couple of years ago when it first came out. I really liked. Is it called Luke Cage? Luke Cage? Yeah, it's like one of the Marvel comics or something, and I liked that show. But then it took a while for it to come back, and I never watched the second season, or there might even been a third season. I never watched it. But most of the time I watch documentaries on Netflix. Right now I'm watching that My Next Guest Needs No Introduction with David Letterman. And a lot of times, especially with the documentaries, I'll just have them on in the background and I'll be listening to them while I'm doing other things. So sometimes I do that with the stand-up comedy on there as well. I'll just let it play. And I know there's podcasts and stuff too that I could listen to. Yeah, and again, if I'm talking weird, it's because I have my partials in, and the top one, I should have put some stuff to stick it there because it keeps slipping down. But it would be really even more gross if I took them out right now on camera. So I don't think you guys want that. Yeah, it is later today, so it's 8:30 now, and um, after this is done, I need to put the kids' some of the uniforms in the dryer because they're washed. Just need to dry them, and then I'll go watch TV with Steve. And on the list of things tonight, I might be the Rookie because, like I said, we finished Billions last night. And what else are we watching right now? I can't remember, but there is a couple other things that we started, but I don't like starting a new one when we haven't finished the other ones. And that's why I wanted to keep watching Billions, because I knew that once we watched the last episode, there was no more to watch. So we would just have to wait, as opposed to starting a series like The Rookie where there's like 3 seasons or something, and then starting something else and something else. And then I'm like, oh, I can't remember what's happening in this. But oh yeah, I think we started another one called FBI Most Wanted. But when I first put it on, I thought, or it was on TV, I thought it was like, the Most Wanted, like, or like a police show. Like, I thought it was like a documentary, like showing the FBI's actual Most Wanted, but it's a drama TV show. So, but we started watching that, and I guess there's like another one just called FBI, and then there's an FBI crossover, which is both of them, or I don't know. So we'll see. It's like how CSI has so many shows and Law and Order has so many shows. And I also have a slice of lemon drizzle cake waiting for me in the kitchen because I bought that a few days ago to eat and I kept forgetting. And we've sliced it up into 5. So because there's only 5 of us, so I got a nice sized piece that I'm going to eat when I'm done this live. Tell me something to talk about, ladies and gents. I wish we played more board games. I should do that with the kids. I'm so bad at sitting down and engaging and doing other things like that. I'm trying to do this. This is me trying to engage, but I need to do it with the kids as well more. I'm just looking around to see if there's anything I can talk about. Like I said, I was cleaning the office. Lots of times I do want to get rid of a lot of stuff, but um and I don't know. I'm When I get my pile of stuff together, I'm not sure if I want to just take it to a charity shop or if I want to take pictures and post some of the things on like the marketplace on Facebook and try and sell some things for a little bit of money. Like, I'm not too worried about that, but I don't know when I just get rid of some stuff and not have so much clutter. But with being an artist and scrapbooking and that kind of stuff, it's hard to get rid of stuff that that you might use when you get to your art projects. But it's a matter of when are you going to get to your art projects and how long do you keep stuff for. As I've moved different places, I have left things behind or got rid of things, even though people won't believe that about me. I have. So, but when like how we're doing our kitchen and stuff, which I'm very excited about, then I'll know, like, once the kitchen's done, I'll put things in their places and everything, and then if it doesn't go or we don't have room for it, then I can get rid of it. But it's hard to do that stuff when it's not in its place. Like how I have this, like, ultimately, although this is for storage, I want it to look nice as well. Even if I'm not filming in here, I want it to be a nice, like, the room to be nice and everything else. So I don't know what I'm gonna have in it. What am I saying? Well, a lot of this stuff is for, like, this is stuff for iPhones and iPads and everything. This is CDs and DVDs, like blank ones that you can burn on, but we don't use it very often, but we still do sometimes. And then computer stuff in the one underneath it. And then the bottom one is filming stuff for Steve when he does filming for different things for feathers. This is the printer. And then back here, he's got some containers with like all his equipment for filming and GoPros and everything else. And then I said I have like 3 of them are stamps, the Visa stuff. And then those, like, books right there, they look like photo albums, like they're those ones that you open and just stick the pictures in and then close the plastic, but they're full of stickers for scrapbooking. Then there's some on the bottom, bins on the bottom, and one of them's like warranties and guarantees and receipts and stuff that we have to keep. I need to get Steve to go through that because some of the manuals and warranties and stuff are so old that we don't need them anymore. So today, I can't believe that November's half over already. Like, where is the time going? Our lockdown ends just the beginning of December, I think December 3rd, maybe. I can't remember what day exactly because it doesn't totally affect me, but yeah, I just, time is flying by. So it's the same thing with the lockdown and only stores being open that are essentials. It's probably hard for not just me, but a lot of people to do their Christmas shopping. Thing is, it's a matter of, do you need it? We don't need it. We don't need a lot of stuff, but I mean, you still want people to be able to open something on Christmas morning. So I need to decide what I want to get people and if I want to buy it off of Amazon and get it delivered, or if I want to go out in the shops after the lockdown, but they're going to be even more crazy because people haven't been able to do their shopping right now. And actually, I do have some gifts. Oh, my nose is bothering me. Sorry. Um, I don't think it's out, like, it's not hay fever or anything, but it's my nose, it seems to be really dry inside and it's hurting. Um, what was I saying? Oh, okay. So throughout the year, if I see something in a shop that I'm like, oh, that's perfect for that person, I'll buy it then. So I do have some stuff up in the loft for people already. So I have to as well do that too. So we try to make a list, and we don't try to make a list. We do make a list of each of the kids and everything. And Steve has this thing that he just wants everybody to have the same amount of presents to open. So say we bought like a huge expensive one thing for one of the kids, that's fine, but then I'd get them a bunch of little, not expensive things to open, maybe still useful, but, and then if somebody else has, like, so in the end, they all have like 10 gifts each to open or something at least. And Steve also likes like every single thing wrapped separate so that you have more to open. So I have to go up in the loft and see what I've bought over the year, and like I can think of some of the things right now off the top of my head, but some of it I might have forgot about. So then I'll make a list of what I already have, who it's for, and how many other things I need to get for them. Yeah. And then there's me and Steve buying each other gifts. It's impossible. For a few years, his birthday or Christmas, it was supposed to be me getting him a tattoo, but he's never decided where, what he wants, where he wants it, and we've never gone for tattoos. So by the time he goes, it's going to be like £1,000,000 that I'm going to owe him for tattoos. And I don't know what else to get him. It's hard because he's the type of person that if he wants something, he just goes out and gets it. And I understand that, but it leaves it a little more difficult for birthdays and Christmas. But then he's like me, where he says, "Oh, I don't need anything. I have everything I want." But at the same time, when it comes to Christmas morning or your birthday, you want something to open. It's just fun and exciting and makes you feel good. So at least I know now to scroll down to see the comments. But I'm learning how to do this. This is what Steve said, right? This is going to help me know how to maneuver the, what do we call this? Live, no, video, whatever. Learning how to be on camera and learning how to communicate so that when I'm doing my gardening videos, I will know how to do them and what to say, how not to be boring, and to not say and all that stuff. And to remember to glue in my partials so they don't move around and make me sound funny. I can do my daily affirmation for today. I haven't done that yet, even though it's like almost bedtime. So I could grab that if we want to do that. My picture for today, like I'm doing the photo challenge, like the November photo challenge, just adding a new photo every day on Instagram or whatever. It goes on my Facebook as well. And today's topic thing that I have to take a picture of is fruit. So I was going to do it when it was lighter out, but I didn't do it. So now I got to do something in the house with fruit. So should we see what my daily affirmation is? And maybe it'll help you guys as well. All right, give me 1 second and I'll go and get it. So this is last week's. It says, I can achieve anything I set my heart on. And today's is, did I say last week's? I meant yesterday. Because it's a daily affirmation that I do. I attract the partner of my dreams. Did we have that one before? Because I mixed them up. I didn't realize, like, you know how there's like love and everything else. They were grouped together. So all of the loves together, all the relationships together, and all the wealth together. So I think I might have had that one. So let's try this one. Yes, I enjoy time alone to love myself. That is absolutely me and absolutely true. So you'd think I'd be good right now being alone, but I am alone in the office, but I'm with you guys. And it isn't often that I'm lost for words, but I get stuck on these things and I don't know what to talk about. And did I make a list again? No. Nope, didn't do it. So I have a lot of frames that I need to print pictures for. And there was a gift that I did for some of the family a couple of years ago with a frame with Steve's family or our family in it or whatever. And Owen and my father-in-law Pierce, and then our frame as well. I didn't print pictures for them, so I need to still do that. And some of the pictures, once I put them in the frames, some of the people were cut off in them, so I need to reprint some of the ones for the people I made the other ones for. Not only that, I have a bunch of frames that I want to put pictures in and then hang up when our living room and dining room's repainted. And I look forward to my niece and nephew's new school pictures too. So even if they're on Facebook and then my sisters and brother send them to me and I just take them and print them, or if they post me out actual copies of the pictures, that's fine, but then I'll put them up in the frame too, to have our loved ones up and around on the wall. So weird taking things down right now. I just stripped all the walls, took everything that was has been hanging for years on the walls in the living room, and it's completely bare in there. Well, the TV's still on the wall because it's on a big arm, and then there's a table underneath the TV with like the skybox and the DVD player and stuff, and a karaoke machine. So that's still in the corner. I need to figure out what I'm going to do with that before the painter comes in. He's coming at 8:15 in the morning, so it's the same time that the girls leave for school. So we got a few minutes left. We got 20 minutes left. What do you guys want to talk about? Yeah, I'm waiting. It's like I'm waiting for somebody to say something. Oh, I know. If my mom's still watching. These are my grandma's lilies. My mom's mom. They're just babies right now. So they're growing. The mommy plant is over 70 years old, probably. The kids are doing good with lockdown, but this lockdown right now is the schools are still open. So our first lockdown, they had to stay home from school, and that was, they were out of school for months, just like I think in Canada they were as well in the spring. But this lockdown, the schools are still open, so they still go to school, but they're in bubbles at school with their, just groups that they stay in, and they're doing fine with it. They just have to come home after. I think the hardest part is sometimes when they want to get together with friends right now, and we're not allowed to socialize right now, so they can't go out with their friends or have their friends over. So that's harder for them. But I think it's a different time. If this happened when we were kids, that would have been way harder, and everybody would have been fighting over the phone and who gets to use the phone and how long to be on it and everything. But now with the electronics and stuff, everybody has their own device that we're all talking to different people, so they still get to keep up with their friends and family, just like I'm doing right now. So I think that makes it a lot easier. So it is good that a pandemic happened like this in our time, like in this time, so that the kids playing video games or talking to their friends online and such hasn't really changed much. And yet we try to encourage them to get out and do things, but right now that's just not how life is it? And I miss my Samantha and the kids too, because we can't see each other. So when this lockdown stuff is up, we'll have to make plans, even if we still have the social distance. But we'll get together. And I know Erica's really missing Tyla, Samantha's daughter, and Erica's best friend. And they talk on video chat and stuff, but it's not the same. And they're waiting for their sleepover. They want to have a sleepover again, and they just, it just isn't the right time for that. So is there anything else you guys want me to talk about before I go? I know, like I said, my niece and nephew, they made a, well, they didn't. My sister and her husband made a skating rink in their back garden, their backyard, and it's cold enough and frozen enough for them to skate on. So that's really exciting. I'm jealous of that. I told Steve how the ice rink by our house in our community was like a block away, and when you were doing dishes in my mom and dad's kitchen, you through the trees and stuff, because it was like on, there was my mom and dad's house, and then we have back alleys, and then there was another row of houses, and then those houses face the park and the community center, community hall, and everything. And so when you're doing dishes, you can see through the back, you can see the big lights, like kind of like street lights, but even bigger. And they were the lights that lit up the ice rink. And because, in the winter it gets dark early, even at 4:30 or 5, when or after supper, you'd be doing the dishes, you could see the lights were on at the rink, so you knew that it was open. So you could grab your skates and go. And we could skate as much as we wanted with our community membership. So my dad would just buy a community membership for the year, and then we could skate as much as we wanted. I didn't really skate myself because my feet would get just too cold, and and hurt too bad, so I didn't really, but I know my siblings liked going and skating, and I told Steve that how close it was, and how awesome it was to have one so close. But he said that if he had that, he would have gone all the time, and I think he would have. They don't have, there's only a couple ice skating places here that he knows of in England. So there is one closer to here now, but before that there was one that I can't remember where he said it was, but he said it was so expensive to like get there, like on the train and everything else, and then to get in and then have to train back and all this. So it wasn't something that was, he did very often. So things that we take for granted in our own backyard, where, like I said, with a community membership, which was like, I don't even know, say $20 or $30 a year. We had these like colored tags that we put on our skate laces. And so when you brought your skates, it would show that you had that colored tag for that year and you just got to skate. So how we take for granted things that, you know, that we can do in certain places that can't do in other places. I'm sure there's things that I take for granted here in England that I wouldn't be able to do if we didn't live here anymore. Even the something that I know people who live here take for granted is the architecture. Whereas when I first moved here and we would drive by and I'd be like, "Wow, look at that! It's so nice. It's so like old and everything else." And other people who live here, it's just normal for them. They've seen it their whole life, so they don't even appreciate what's around them or what they have. Um, I'm looking forward to my lemon drizzle cake. It's not homemade. It was the other day when I was shopping and I saw it and it looked good, so I grabbed it and bought it and thought that I was going to open it and cut a little bit off of it that day for myself. But then when I got home and I didn't really feel like it, and then the last couple days I kept forgetting to open it because it was one like big rectangle log, so I didn't want to open it and cut some off. And I just thought, well, we'll have it for dessert one day and we'll open it, cut it on, everybody will have some at the same time. So, but then the last few days I kept forgetting. So today's the day. A few of them have already eaten theirs, but I thought, because I just finished supper before I came in here, and yeah, so I didn't have time to eat mine. Uh, no, I've never made never fail buns, Mom. I've never made them. I haven't made bread or anything like that since I've moved here. I should try though. Oh, actually, I bought some kubasa. That's Polish. I mean, is it Polish for sausage? I think it's a Polish word for sausage, but it's also like Ukrainian. Like it just means sausage. But kubasa is like a type of sausage, even though the word means sausage, like a Ukrainian sausage. I bought some anyways from the Polish aisle, and what we eat in Canada, we eat kubasa and pierogies. So I am going to, for the first time, make here make pierogies this week as well. Well, either that, because the date on the kubasa, either I need to make the pierogies this week or I need to freeze the kubasa. And my sister Melody made bread last week, she said, last weekend. I just haven't, we talked about that with cooking and stuff, especially with like the Ninja Foodie that we've been using this week. I do like cooking and I like baking and stuff, but it's the time, and some things don't have to be long, but anything, even if it's a hobby, once you have to do it for like when it's more of a job or expected, or it just becomes more of a do I have to? So, but I would love to just sit and look at recipes and figure things out and bake and everything. But also, even during the day when the kids leave for school and by the time they get home, even though it's quite a few hours, because if you're in school, you feel like it's going by so slow and when is it going to end? But it just feels like it's not that much time when I'm at home. So to get things done like that, yeah, it would just feel like, I don't know. But Aurora likes to bake, and the other two girls, once in a while, they'll do stuff as well, but Aurora likes to bake. So I wish that one of the kids would take over and want to be a chef and make the dinners like regularly, not just once in a while. And we did do that where each kid was taking a day of the week, but it would be great if one of them was so inspired that they wanted to make things. Hi, Kristen. Thank you. So I have just 10 more minutes, and I don't know what you guys want to talk about. If you want to keep talking about baking, I have so many frozen bananas. I need to start having banana smoothies again. And I want to make banana bread. I want to make carrot cake. I want to make zucchini cake, or courgette cake, but it's not really called that. And I don't know if they really make it here, but I think my family really, oh, actually, I'm just thinking about it now. Like zucchini, like zucchini cake with chocolate chips in it, and then like how soft it is, or when it's like if you warm it up and put a little bit of margarine on it. Oh, yum. So my sister doesn't know if she wants to bake today or put up her Christmas decorations because it's earlier there. Here it's almost 9 o'clock. There it's almost 2 o'clock in the afternoon. Well, it's also, yeah, well, it depends, Mel. If you don't have your decorations out already, then you at least could take them out. But it's like I said, it's already at 2 o'clock. So if you're going to bake something, get baking. I can do that too, Christmas baking. Actually, I could do that in the next few days if I wanted to, because I won't be putting up the decorations until the painting's done. But I want to make some rum balls and stuff. It's so weird though, because we're not even going to see anybody for Christmas. Not even like be able to, even if I made baking, there's no way to get them to the relatives or anything else like that. So it's just different here than it is in Canada. In Canada, we all do our baking, and there's so much preparation for Christmas. And as soon as the weather changes, like September, October, you feel like it's winter enough that you start all this stuff. Here outside, the grass is still green, and yes, it's like autumny, the leaves are falling off the trees and everything, but it feels nothing like Christmas or winter yet. So it's so weird to like try and get in the frame of Christmas. And then yet, like I said, it's already halfway through November, so I need to get going on some of it. I think I'm gonna, instead of, because no one's coming over for Christmas or anything this year, and I do have a lot of decorations, and usually I go all out. I think I'm gonna look through my decorations, and maybe because of the new painting in the living room and dining room, maybe go with kind of a theme and see if I can just put out like a few decorations, but make it look like, I don't know. I have no idea what I'm going to do, but maybe play with the decorations more and not put them all out necessarily this year, but just have it where it looks like different than it has for other years. So we will see. So, I don't know, Mel, but either way, when you're eating whatever you bake or when you're putting up your Christmas decorations, you can think of me. Miss having Christmas with my family in Canada. But at the same time, we've had so many Christmases together and so many memories that it's so awesome that I can remember all those things and have those things instead of not having them. So, and one day we'll be there for Christmas and we'll all do Christmas again. I don't know. It's weird because as we know, when we grow up and we are apart now as adults, the same thing with our kids are all growing up and choosing different things and everything. So it's even harder to get everybody together, isn't it? It's hard enough having adult stepchildren, like to get everybody together for dinners and groups and things, just the kids and such, let alone when there's grandkids, and so we'll see how that goes. But it is 7 minutes, and another rambling hour will be complete. I really, really do need to give myself some topics to talk about and keep myself on track better. So, also, any suggestions that you guys have with what I'm doing well on the rambling hour and what I can improve on. So, I'm glad that there's people who tune in, whether you are watching me live or you watch me later. It's all good, makes me happy. But I need feedback, especially like I said, if this is practice for when I do my gardening stuff, I need to know what I'm doing right, what I'm doing wrong, what I can work on for being on the camera. If I'm talking too loud, although you can change your volume, if I'm stumbling through my words too much, if I'm losing my train of thought, if I need to be more focused, if I need to look at the camera more, if I need to, I have no idea. Mom, if you want me to make never fail buns, you need to give me the recipe because I don't have them. I don't have the recipe for it. So, yeah, I'm super excited about the painting happening tomorrow. Although it, like I said before, is bizarre that I'm not painting because everywhere I've lived, I've painted my place. So it's weird that we're having somebody paint for us. It's the same person who's painted the entranceway, the hall stairs and landing for us after we got back from Canada last year. So, all right. It really smells good in here. I know you guys can't tell that by the thing, but there's one of those, I have those Airwick or whatever, like the spray things that, you know, you can set it to different times, 9, 18, or 30 minutes. And I have it on 30 minutes, but it sprays every 30 minutes in here. And it just, because the office door stays closed a lot of times, like Allison was in here doing her college work, so the door was closed. And now I'm in here with the door closed. It just smells so yummy in here. Before and after pictures. Yeah, for the painting, obviously. I mean, there's so many before pictures because it's the way our living room and dining room have looked for the last 6 years. But and then after will be all the pictures I take from now until whenever we redo it again. But yeah, I have taken like a before picture even with it empty right now with nothing in it. But also when I moved the dining room table out of the way and I put the couch into the dining room and I took a picture of what it looks like with the couch in the dining room, and then I put the dining room table in the living room and took a picture of what it looks like that, because technically the one with the fireplace is supposed to be the living room, like the sitting room, and then the other one with nothing in this outside the office, is supposed to be the dining room, and that's how it was when Steve bought this house. But they changed it, and sorry, I just need a tissue. And we were just talking about whether to leave it the way that it's been or to change it back. But the TV is on an arm on the wall in the what is right now the living room. So we talked about if we do switch it, then we'd put the TV above the fireplace in the what is right now the dining room. So I took pictures like of it reversed like that too. And like I said, I took a picture of the living room completely empty right now too. So you will see the before and after pictures. I'm not sure what's going on with my nose today. If it was a difference, I mean, it might be allergies. I don't know what would be giving me allergies right now outside, or, well, I haven't even been outside today. So, well, that's a lie, actually. I had to leave to go grab something at the shop. It wasn't essential, but it was to the curry. I had to go get some plain yogurt for Steve. Yes, that's how they say it here. Yogurt. It's easier just to say things here the way they say them here so that I just fit in instead of getting picked on or arguing about how something's pronounced. But the thing is that it's also spelt different. If you say yogurt, it's actually Yoghurt, something like that. It has an H in it. So it was really yummy, the curry, and we had it on rice. And we had things called papadums. They're like these flat, they come like a flat, I don't even know what they're made of, flat sheets, and you can buy them already puffed up, or the flat ones you put in the microwave in between paper towel, like kitchen roll, and then you put it on for a minute and they puff up into these crunchy, I don't know, just crunchy, like you can break them up into like chip things, or you like take some curry and put it on and then take a bite of it. So, and a lot of curries here are eaten with naan bread as well, but we didn't have naan bread today. We just had the papadums, but they're so crunchy and yummy. So it was a very good dinner, and there's lots more left, so I can have it again tomorrow for dinner, which makes it easier because then I don't have to make dinner again tomorrow. So that's been nice with Steve using the Ninja Foodie, because he's made dinner so many times that and then with making like a chili or a bolognese, or now the curry, there's so much left over that we've had it for 2 nights in a row at least, and then I freeze the rest in the containers for lunches. So it's, yeah, today, where on other Sundays, it's been such a rush, and then having to do my live, but I've had to make dinners. Tonight I didn't have, he actually prepped the stuff for dinner already so that it was ready to go for today. So when he made the bolognese, he prepped the stuff for the curry. So it was easy for him today, and it was even easier for me because I didn't have to do anything. So that was very nice. So I will add the before and after pictures of the living room and dining room after the after pictures are done, because that's just the way I do it. It's easier that way. Although I am very excited. So even though I'm talking to you guys about it, lots of people won't even know about it. Actually, I haven't put it on Facebook at all. The only place I've talked about it is in these lives where I said maybe I was thinking about painting before I took out the Christmas decorations, and then we made it official this week, um yeah, and like I said, it's all. Why am I so lucky? Oh, because you made dinner. Steve's on now, checking if I'm done probably. And yeah, so I haven't really talked about the painting and stuff, but I'll put the before and after pictures up after it's done being painted, but also after I'm done decorating it for Christmas and stuff, so you'll have to wait. Maybe I'll sneak one into the family group or something, but otherwise I'll just have to wait until I put the Christmas decorations out, even if it takes me a month to do it. So I think that is the Steve, you're supposed to be sitting here beside me to be on a live, not just commenting on them. I think that brings us to the end of another week, and I hope you've enjoyed my rambling. Oh, somebody's coming in. Oh, Aurora wants to come and say hi before we click off.
Now it's my bedtime.
Aurora, that's just your chest.
I
know it's backwards.
Hi. Mom.
Love me.
Who's on?
Everybody, even Dad. This is my happy Aurora.
I look like a boy.
Okay, I love you.
Look like a boy.
Yeah, you're a boy, Rory. My son, Rory. Good night. Sleep well. See you in the morning.
My friend following you on Facebook.
What?
My friend following you on Facebook.
Aw, that's sweet.
No, it sucks because then I'm looking like a horse.
Aurora said some of her friends follow me on Facebook, and I said that's sweet, and she said it's not because she was looking like a horse when she was just on here. Silly girl. Yeah, her hair, she did cut it, and then she got it cut, and it's short, but she hates it right now, so she's upset about it. She's waiting for it to grow longer. So that's something she has to live with until it grows longer. But what can you do? We've all been there where we've cut it shorter than we wanted it and then had to wait. We learn our lessons, don't we? All right, so as I was saying, it is time to say goodbye for another week, and give me some feedback, what I can improve on, what you want to hear about. And I think I'm going to go through my old lives, like the other episodes, and I'm going to see what I was talking about at what time, so that if people want to know something specific that I've already talked about, especially when I'm talking about what things I believe are spiritual stuff, and that, then I'll know exactly where to direct them to go to listen to what I babbled about when I was talking about something, specific. There wasn't really, I don't think there was much topics in this week's. I mean, it was talking about Christmas decorations mostly, and then some baking and stuff, but not sure how exciting that is. But you guys are watching, so obviously you like seeing my face enough to watch my lives. So I am going to go and hang out with my husband and watch some TV and have a nice Sunday evening. I hope you guys have a good Sunday day and evening wherever you are, and that we will see you during the week on Facebook or Instagram or wherever, and that we will chat again on Sunday at 8 p.m. London time, like England time, and 1 p.m. Mountain Standard Time in Canada. So the other thing is maybe I will have a guest for you guys next week. I will think of somebody who I'm going to invite, and I have some people in mind, but I'm going to see if one of them's available, and we'll have a guest person joining in. even if it's for part of the rambling hour. All right, so look forward to that. And I will talk to you guys later. Love you guys, and out for another week. Rambling hour is out. Bye.